What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, back to the kitchen table talks, where we have these raw, informative conversations. Usually we get to drop the red pill in these videos. I want to talk to you about what's going on in the world. As you're all aware, guys, there's a global lockdown at the moment. Businesses are basically being destroyed, bankruptcy and liquidation, and a lot of businesses are now dealing with that by cutting down and laying employees off. So I know a lot of you guys have messaged me and reached out to me recently because you've been affected by this job loss that has been happening due to this coronavirus that's going on. And this is globally, it's not just one country, guys. In the US alone, the unemployment rate spiked to almost 7 million. Spain just under 1 million, I believe, or 3 million. And this is happening for every country in the world as a result of this global lockdown. So it's not over just yet. It's not over just yet. As we go into this year and even next year, now that we're in a recession, there's no demand, there's no consumer spending has dropped. What's gonna happen is there's very limited job opportunities available, and you've got this workforce, these college graduates, university graduates seeking a job, and you've got those who are unemployed already and those who have been laid off, all looking for this same job and competing. So it's going to be a very difficult time. So the only reason why I'm saying that is because I want you to be prepared for this mentally, because it's going to be frustrating looking for a job. So a lot has been exposed in this recent event. What we learned here and the lessons that we should take from this: first of all, you should never feel sorry for yourself or feel sorry that you lost your job. You can never prepare for this. And matter of fact, the job was never yours anyway. It was never yours. A contract told you this was your job, but now a company is forced to lay people off. So that's the lesson you need to take from this. And look at the bright side here. The bright side is you have to press that reset button, that beautiful button, and start over again. A lot of people in the past, they've reached the top and went back to the middle, right? So there's no shame in that. This is happening globally, millions of people out there. So you should never feel sorry for yourself or feel ashamed that now you have to downsize or you lost your job and whatnot. And the only reason why I'm making this video is because I want to tell you one thing here. Going back to the same position you were in at a job, or the same title, the same salary, it's gonna be very difficult for a lot of people. So you're gonna have to do shit that you hate, right? And I know a lot of people, and this is not just with jobs, this is with everything you do. There's a lot of people that say, do what you love, especially when you go doing things that you love, that have nothing off. They don't offer you anything. Like, the money's so limited. But doing things you hate, doing difficult things that can reward you and give you potential reward at the beginning, is something that I encourage. I mean, there's a lot of lovey-doveyness coming from motivational speakers. Look, making money is never fun, okay? Making money is never fun. But later on, at a later stage, you can take a step back and just start doing what you love. So back to the whole unemployment thing that's going on, guys. I mean, we're going through time at the moment. This is a recession that we're in, and we're going to be facing even more problems in the future when the lockdown is lifted and everything goes back to normal. Consumer spending will drop. A lot of people will be out of a job. So obviously when you're out of a job, you're gonna have to downsize and live a lifestyle that you probably don't enjoy. And you might be feeling sorry or unhappy, but the reality is, guys, there's always another door that opens up when one closes. If that door closed, all right, when you gave it everything you got, personally, I won't be knocking back on that door. I won't be knocking back on that door to open. I would go to the other doors, because that clearly wasn't the door that was good for me and valued me. Now, you look back at my older videos, I've always preached, I don't like working a job, I hate 9 to 5, blah, blah, blah. And that's really been exposed now. You know, it's been exposed. This whole job security has been exposed. So that's an important lesson you need to take from this. And if you live in the West, you'll always survive. So you shouldn't be worried. You'll get survival money. But doesn't mean you're gonna start living life. No, but you use that time to start, educating yourself properly. Because I know a lot of people, now that they got fired, they have no money in their savings. And that's a huge, huge problem. That means you weren't really prepared for this. But now, if you lost your job, and you're getting that survival money from the American government. I think it's 1,200 in Europe. You're getting welfare payment and job seekers allowance, so you will be fine, and you will live, and you will be surviving. But again, at the end of the day, anything that came in from a job would have went out anyway, so you won't really feel the pressure here. But use this time wisely, all right? To get motivated, because this is not the end, this is the beginning. And I know a lot of people, they've been talking to me recently, that were in the 2008 crash, and they've lost everything. And went back to the start or to the middle, and they just built it up again on solid foundations. Solid foundations, guys. I mean, if this happened twice now, it can happen 3 times or 4 times, in the future. This happened twice now in a lifetime, or yeah, twice, 2008 and now. And in 2008, millions lost their jobs. In the US, just under 7 million last week lost their jobs. In Spain, same thing. And this is globally, guys. So this is not the end. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Nobody else will feel sorry for you, by the way. But it's not just gonna be you and your next door neighbor, but it's gonna be everybody. Everybody's in this. People will be, those who have a job today, they're gonna have to be on their best behavior. They're gonna have to do things to impress and just basically do 2-man job. As we go on and the companies start picking up pace and getting more customers, consumer spending starts increasing, then you'll have more demand and jobs, and we're back to normal, right? And then another decade goes or 2, and then fear will come out again about an economy crashing or the markets crashing, etc., etc. So all I'm trying to say here, guys, this is not the end, all right? I mean, if you're here at the beginning, you've got nothing to lose in life. You've got only things to gain. And that job that many people would have lost was never yours anyway. So that was risky business. I mean, that's my point of view. I mean, look at it now. Doctors, nurses, people needed those jobs to kind of keep the human race alive. But any other small skill would have been told to walk out the door, right? Because it's not really needed. It's not needed. It's not like a major skill. A lot of software developers, a lot of software engineers, a lot of sales individuals, we're told to go home. A lot of store clerks were told to go home. They don't need them anymore because there isn't the demand anymore. And then other industries will take a hit. The airline sector, the travel industry alone lost 5 million jobs. As soon as this started happening, 5 million jobs went out the window. And this will continue. So you'd be surprised, guys, the amount of people who have lost their jobs. So don't feel sorry for yourself. This is the beginning. When one door closes, another one opens. But take the important lessons that occurred throughout this event. Security with a job, it's non-existent, right? If your job doesn't, have these it's not a high income skill and people really need you to survive or just to have a flaw in the economy, then, you'll always be at risk. I mean, these are the important lessons that you need to take from this event. I personally took them, right? I took them from this event. And that's why I'm giving it back to you, just so you can think about them for yourself. Again, this is where we bounce back up and start over again. Press that reset button, downsize. There's nothing wrong with downsizing, going back to no stress. This will lift a lot of financial stress off you, so this is a good thing. And then you just start over again. Now you get to work on what you really wanted out of life. Now you get to work on your dreams, right? Now you don't even have a choice of not working on yourself and on your dreams. Now you've got an excuse to do so. Hang in there, guys. I'll see you again for more videos. Appreciate you for watching. Let me know in the comment section if you've been affected. You should never feel sorry for yourself, and nobody else will feel sorry for you. So continue, hang in there, downsize, and keep grinding and keep learning and evolving mentally. Peace, guys.